video tutorial is for those of you that have WinPC Sign 2010 and want to know how to use these fonts in WinPC. It's not hard. Once you download the fonts, they'll show up right in your font folder of WinPC, and they're really easy to work with. They're typable fonts. With one quick step, they size to an SS10, and I will show you some real easy ways of resizing them to other sized rhinestones and other sizes. There's a few things that you need to be aware of. In the zip file that you will receive, you're going to get your font, and then also a size conversion that you need to make a copy of and stick by your computer. And this has the name of the font that you downloaded, as well as a value that you're going to need to work with in WinPC. And CorelDRAW also, for those of you that are using CorelDRAW. But this video is focusing on WinPC. And also directions, written directions for using this in WinPC and CorelDRAW also. So let's go ahead and download the font, and the font then is installed in your Windows font folder, and you should be able to access it in WinPC. So I'm going to open up WinPC, which I've already filled with all kinds of things to get ready for this video. So let's say that you want to type a word, and the word I'm going to type is football, and I typed it in the font that I just downloaded, which was MyBlingFonts, and this has to be sized again. I'll show you how to check that at a 2. So before we size it, I want you to go into Setting, Unit, and double check that your unit of measurement is inches and upper lowercase, and there's a reason for this. You don't want this checked. And then OK. Because all my fonts, upper and lowercase letters, are sized based on this upper lowercase calculation, and getting it perfect, you need to go into this font folder to do that. So this again is sized at 2 inches, which is right here, and that is now the perfect size for an SS10 rhinestone. Let's say that you want to arch that word and put it around a football. Gather up, make yourself a circle with the ellipse tool. Gather up your football and the circle. Go to Text, Fit Text to Path, Apply, and Break, and eliminate your little circle, and you've got a really nice design ready to go right over a football and able to be stoned at an SS10 stone size. Let's say that you want to reduce the size of your design to a smaller size as overall and a smaller size rhinestone. So these are all sized again for an SS10 stone. We typed it in at this size. We changed the size according to the chart to the correct size. And again, this is a 1.9 for the OneBling S5. And again, this one is sized at 2.13 for the this upper lowercase font. Now, I have found that the general rule of thumb, if you start out with an SS10 stone and you want to go reduce the size of your word and the stone size, go into your font folder and reduce it. Start out by reducing it by 1/4 of an inch, or 0.25. So this one would be 1.75. I'm going to just show you how this works. So once that's reduced to 1.75, open up your stone transformation tool and go up to size 10 rhinestone, which is a 0.11, and hit apply. And what that does is that changes all those little circles that were sized for an SS10, and it changes it to an SS6. And again, we're going to duplicate this to show you. Let's reduce the size of that. It's 1.9. Let's reduce that to 1.65 inches. And then let's open up the 10 rhinestone size for an SS6 stone. Hit apply. And again, that is now sized with SS6 stone size circles. And you know, we've done a nice job of reducing the size. So for this one, again, let's open up our tool here and let's go down 0.25, or that would be like a, we'll say a 1.85. See how that works. And then we hit the size SS6 stone size, which is 0.11. And again, I'm going to add a little color to that because you do want to make sure that you've got color in it and you don't have any outline, because the cutting machine is going to pick up both the outline color and the inline, you know, the solid color, and you just want one color for it to be cutting. So again, here these are sized for an SS6 rhinestone. Each of these circles is 0.11 at this point. And then again, this particular shape is sized down, and you can see the difference once it gets sized in an SS6 rhinestone. And again, eliminate the outline. And that's all there is to it. So it gives you a little visual to see how nicely you can bring the size down. And again, I'm just going to walk you through this one more time because it is so simple. We're going to go in, pick your font, and again, if you remember, this particular font is sized at 1.9 inches. So I'm going to type a word, and then I go into the F font, and I'm going to size it at 1.9, and it's pretty much ready to cut now. Let's go through one more step here. Let's hit the 13, which is the 0.126, or the size we want for SS10 stones. Hit apply, and then we're going to reduce that size down to 0.16, which, let's go back a step, you need to do before you convert it to the curved stones. And once you have it reduced in size, back up on this chart to the size 10 stone size and hit the button. And that's really all there is to it. One more note, if you have watched any of the other videos on WinPC that you've come across, another way you can do it is just take your word, which in this case is right here, and okay, this is sized up at 1.9. You can reduce the size just manually, bring it down, and then sometimes I'll convert it to path, and that will break up your little circles. And I might size 1 just to get a handle on it, and it's sizing at 0.10. So let's go and find 0.10, which is right here, and then hit the button and group, and go up to an SS10, hit the button and group, and now you've got, again, it's sized for an SS6 stone, and it might even be a little bit smaller than our original. But just to remember, an easy, fast way reduces, if you want to reduce the size of the word and the stone size, go into the font selection, and whatever you've sized it at for that SS10 stone based on the conversions chart, reduce it by 0.25 and you should be good to go. Thanks for watching.